Hi Iwasetai, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to do some of the Japanese MVs from Aizwan. We are doing 4 today. The first one we are starting with is Suki to Iwasetai. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But I think this is the one with the long jackets that they were dancing in the guide that I got really excited about. So I'm looking forward to watching all of these. A lot of you guys recommended me watch their Aizwan Japanese MVs, which is why I went to those before completing the rest of Aizwan's other MVs. So, but I will complete those soon. I think I'm going to do those choreography video or a couple of choreography videos and an album reaction the rest of this week. So be on the lookout for all of that. But today we are starting with these Japanese MVs. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into Suki to Iwasetai. Oh, I'm already having fun. Yes, this. Yes. Can I just take a moment? Do you see how much power this walk had? Oh my goodness. Just like the power. I love the colors of this. This is a nice build up. Yes. Oh, that's the part I saw in the guide that I got really excited about. I feel like I'd really enjoy the dance practice to this song if they have one. Like, there's just some really nice footwork in these heels. Sakura. This is my favorite like location. I don't know if it's the jackets or whatever. A lot of this song is them singing in harmonies, and I really like it. This song sounds like earlier girl groups, if that makes sense. Like the instrumental sounds like it could very well be like a Japanese track from like SNSD time period. Oh. Wow. Oh, I really enjoyed that one. Okay, so about that one, I feel like this is just like an observation. I don't know if it's like actually what they wanted to do or anything, but I kind of like that the fact that there was essentially nobody with I want to say like colored hair. Yes, they had people who had blonde hair, but like blonde is still considered one of the natural hair colors. At least of just like people in general. But there was no like violet or red or pink or like any of those really bright hair colors because the MV was so bright in itself. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they really wanted the color to pop from their settings and their surroundings and the sets that they designed. So I kind of like that they all had fairly natural hair colors. But my favorite part about this was the choreography, the footwork with the long jackets. I like want to see a performance of its entirety. Because I don't think they brought the long coats into the dance practice with them. But I don't know, there's just something about them doing that footwork with their hands in their pockets of those jackets are very, very satisfying to me. But like I said about the sound of the song, it sounds very like second gen, if that makes sense. I haven't heard a lot of late third gen, early fourth gen Japanese tracks, especially from girl groups. But to me, this just gave me a very like second generation sound that I really, really enjoyed about it. But yes, love this. This was so good. Okay, so the next one we are doing is Buenos Aires. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this. Okay. Okay. Oh, a lot of heavy dancing in this one. Okay. Oh, I like that. Da 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 da. Oh. Oh. This instrumental is so interesting. Just a place we only know the word of. Throw away what we gotta start off. 地名の響きだけでゴール決めた Buenos Aires coming to get ya. どこへだって行けるのよ。目を閉じれば見えない街見えてくる。愛だけが真実の地図導かれるまま一途に流されていきましょう。さあこれから前方の海を越え Always with the iconic choreo at the end. Okay. That was such a... Oh, I want to hear the instrumental break again. I like the rhythmic section to introduce it. Into this whole dance break. The settings for this MV are so different from one another. That part's so fun. I love it. Okay, there was a lot going on in that song, especially once we hit like the instrumental / dance break for it. But the choreo, especially for that section, was so fast paced. I can't even imagine what it what it looks like with all of them in like a dance practice form. But yeah, this instrumental was so interesting. It was very vibrant, very colorful. I feel like if this song represented some form of color, it would be like a variety of various ones. But the song was very, very catchy. Very, very catchy. I felt like there was a lot going on. There were a couple of rhythmic percussive sections that I thought were really, really cool. One of them I pointed out at the beginning of the dance break. I don't remember. If I had to guess, it'd be some sort of like tom based off of what I can remember currently in the song. But they had a couple of different instances like that I really, really enjoyed with the song. But yeah, it's just like one of those like happy, upbeat, you want to dance along to kind of songs. So I really, really enjoyed that. The next one we have is Vampire. If I'm being completely honest, I don't know if this is a Japanese track, but it was in their Japanese MV like playlist thing. So I'm going to assume that it is one. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into Aizwan's Vampire. Okay. Does Aizwan have a concept? I know some groups do, some groups don't. I don't think like Mnet survival shows though have concepts. The cat. I'm a big cat person. Anytime you have cats in an MV, I'm locked. I'm locked in. Okay. Time out. That instrumental, kind of gave like an 80s vibe, but I like that it was kind of muted. It almost felt like it was coming out of an older radio. Let me play this back, at least a little bit of the instrumental. Sakura. Yeah. or like a CD player, something like you. This is a very specific sound. And then it cuts into the regular music. I love her voice. I'm in love with her voice. Jo Yuri just has an absolutely, like, the tone of it. It's just so perfect. Oh. This song sounds like it could be an older, like, soap opera. The instrumental is giving that vibe. An older, like, soap opera OST. But, like, the more, like, campier ones, not necessarily, because I feel like a lot of OSTs for soap operas were, like, really dramatic, slower pieces. But, like, then every once in a while you get an upbeat, like, kind of campy piece. This would be it. Like, tell me you hear this. I've even watched a couple of older K-dramas where, like, the background music in the show or the OST gave this vibe. It looks stunning. Oh, I like that ripple. I don't know why, but I really like this section. Oh, that was pretty. Is that Yena and Joyuri? Their hairstyles are cut similarly. I don't know, I just like them two paired together. Taeyeon's gonna do her dance piece. Okay. But can we talk about this hand detail for a second? I feel like there was another song they had this in. May have been Violetta. They had this kind of hand detail that I can remember seeing in the MV. Some of the other choreos may have it, but it wasn't showcased as much in the MV like Violetta. Yes, ma'ams. Okay, that was Vampire. That one was definitely a more campy piece. It had a story, it had a plot line. We saw Jogiri turn into a vampire. We saw all of them turn into vampires. But I feel like the plot line was definitely centered around like Wonyoung, Sakura, and Jogiri. But they looked absolutely stunning in this. I thought it was a really good concept for them because it had this kind of like elegance and grace, especially when they were like showing them in the shadow. There was a really pretty part of like, I think it was Eunbi and may have been Minju with her. I don't remember who else was with her. Because they did a focus on Eunbi after the fact. But they were like in these white dresses, but very dark lipstick. It was very, very, very beautiful shot. And so given that Aizwan has a very like elegant concept, these stuff like this would really, really work in their favor. But I thought the sound of the song really went well with the story of the song. Like I said, I love the choreo at the very end. I can't wait. Like literally just every time I see an Aizwan MV, it just gets me more excited when I get to their dance practices. And the hardest part is going to be trying to figure out which dance practices I want to do. So I may do a couple of their Korean tracks and like one Japanese track. So we will see. I may do, if I chose a Japanese track to do the choreo for, it's definitely going to be the like Suki to Iwasetai one. But I definitely will get to other Japanese dance practices in time. So, but for our next Japanese song, we have Beware, and this will be our last Japanese track that we do for this reaction. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into Beware. This feels very magical. Oh, wow. They like a lot of like floral settings or floral accents in their MVs. Oh, that was a cool shot. Okay, so I was trying to figure out, because as I was watching the MV and thinking about it, I was like, you know, this is a really bright, colorful concept for it to be called Beware. But I get, and now reading the lyrics to the chorus, it makes more sense to me. It's kind of almost like being surprised. Beware for the of him like liking you or something like that. So like you want it to be a surprise. I love Yena. So cute. I feel like Wonyoung and Sakura are placed together a lot in MVs, especially for their Japanese tracks. I'm sorry, I love Yenna more than anything. I think I love her personality, just like on and off screen. Just I adore her so much and her music and everything. But just like her in these pigtails, just like waving at the camera to go away, sends me. But like, I'm kind of understanding it more. It's like, beware of like falling for a boy, in case he like doesn't want to be like, in case those feelings aren't reciprocated. I need the motivation from the back. Ooh! That was so cute. This was such a fun little MV. Just having them like run around all over the place. They had the little photo booth action, playing around with the telephone. This was just like a really fun and cute MV. Them being like, don't let him catch you off guard. Be prepared. You gotta beware of him. Don't let him know that you like him. Let him come to you. Those kind of things. This was just a really, really fun track. I think like, shined for me so much in this. So she was like my key person coming away from this. But Cho Yuri at the end with those high notes, oh, she sounded stunning. I love her voice. The more I hear music from either her solo stuff or stuff in Aizwan, I am just really coming to love her voice. So, but with that being said, be on the lookout for my next Aizwan reaction. I really enjoy listening to their Japanese tracks. That first one still sticks in my mind, especially the choreo, the looks, just everything about that MV was amazing. So, but with that being said, be on the lookout for my next Aizwan reaction. Like I said, it's either going to be the choreo, the rest of those Korean MVs, or an album. So it'll be one of those three. So, but with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Iwasetai.